Hi everybody, I am Dana Parker. Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about safe places and safe spaces. These are for individuals who are going through the healing process of trauma. Whatever your trauma is, I want to talk to you today about safe places and spaces. But before we start, I would like to do some breath work with you. I know whatever part of the day you're watching this video, if anything has stressed you or if you had anxiety or if you're overwhelmed, I want to teach you a strategy that would help you relieve the stress. And I'm going to show you and give you an example, or I'll show you. Whatever you inhale, I want you to speak something positive or something that you desire to have in your life. And when you exhale, I want you to exhale those things that you need to release. Watch me. I'm going to inhale the love and the peace of God. And I'm going to exhale any stressors or any worries that I have. I'm going to inhale through my nose and I'm going to exhale through my mouth. So I inhale the peace and love of God and I will exhale stressors, anything that stressed me. Now, let's see. I will inhale my love, my divine purpose, my divine power, and I will exhale the imposter syndrome. Next, I will inhale good health, kindness, and gratitude. And I would exhale fear, mediocrity, and rejection. That was an example of breath work. Those things we could use for mental health. So if you're feeling overwhelmed during the course of the day, just find a quiet place and take a couple of inhale and then exhale. Inhale something that you desire to see in your life. Exhale something that needs to be released or no longer serves you. Thank you. Please use that strategy as needed. Now, let's get into the healing process and trauma and finding safe places. Now, when we talk about places or spaces, it could be a couple of things. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical location, and it could be a physical location. But when we say space, it could also be a mental construct. It could be a happy place where you could think of, like, let's say you, during the summertime, you always visited your grandmother and you remember waking up to grandma making breakfast, interacting with grandma, going to the lake, anything that caused you to be happy or could bring you to a happy place, especially if you're going through a hard time. Because what people fail to realize is when you start the healing process, it's not going to be overnight and it's not going to be easy. I remember this past year in my class, I'm a teacher of autistic children. And sometimes a couple of our students had behavior issues, and they were getting services called, ABA services. And I remember talking to RBT, it's a registered behavior technician that would assist in the classrooms with helping with behaviors. And she said to me, Ms. Parker, a lot of times before a kid's or a child's behavior decrease or extinguishes, you would see a heightening in the behavior. So I'm saying that to say to you that when you're going through the healing process, you would go through a tough time. And what is the tough time? The tough time is facing the reality of what has happened to you. A tough time is feeling those emotions, being overwhelmed, anxious, dreaming, nightmares, daymares, all those things. So before you start to see the sun or the end of the tunnel, you have to go through this experience. So I want to talk about safe spaces and places. So going back to your grandmother's house or whatever that happy place is where you could think about, whether it's taking a walk, or if it's a trip or a vacation that you went on, whatever, your wedding, the birth of your child, whatever brings you to that place that will bring you peace and calm, that is a safe space. Also, we have people and individuals that we could bring into our safe space, whether it's our physical space or our mental space. A lot of times when you are going through the healing process, you need to connect with someone to support you. So when you go through those hard times, you have somebody who you could pick up the phone and you could call and said, yeah, when I was doing this particular exercise or while I was reading this particular thing, I started getting overwhelmed and anxious, and I'm reaching out to you. And that person in response would know automatically what to do, to talk to you until you calm down or relieve the tension about talking about something else. So we have safe spaces where we have mentally we go to. We have safe spaces where you allow someone, a trusted friend, a therapist, family member, or partner, or support group, where you could be yourself and you could experience whatever it is that you need, or whatever emotion it is that you need, that you would have people that would support you. Also, we have physical places. I want you to find a physical place either in your home or outside. A lot of people, we have a lot of outdoorsy people who love to walk. If that's your safe place that you like to go while you're going through the process of healing, whether it's writing or thinking or bringing up an emotion that you experienced during that trauma, whatever it is, whatever steps that you're taking, whether it's with your therapist or with your support group or whatever, you need to find a safe space or a safe place. Even if it's inside of your home, I want you to find a comfortable corner or a chair and bring things that bring comfort to you, whether it's a blanket, a book, music. Surround that area with things that you could use to calm you in time of need. Also, don't forget to also have your journal where you could write your thoughts or whatever you're going through at that time, so you can read back at another time. So the importance of having a safe place and a safe space is you want to be protected. Wherever that place is or that space is, it should protect you and you should feel safe there. So in order for you to feel safe there, you have to create that environment. And also, I encourage you to use strategies and techniques. I love it. An example of that is the breath work that we just did. Breathe in those things that you desire to see inside of your life, and breathe out those things that no longer serve you. You breathe out those things that hurt you at one point, those things that try to destroy you and tear you down. You release those things. Breathe in what you desire to see. Breathe out what you need to release. So, thank you for joining me today, and you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.